Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy IX. I'm the Serious JG, continuing to make our way through the ice cave here. And by continuing, I mean we kind of barely started at the end of the last video, which I kind of regret because I didn't really, I kind of lost track of where the videos were at. That was the last. I know overthink this sometimes. That was the last video of a weekend's uploads, and I just decided to start the first like tiny bit of a new dungeon rather than just calling it early and wrapping up outside the dungeon. That being said, all we did in that video was wander around in circles trying to encounter a ragtime mouse, so I guess it wouldn't have been a particularly great video on its own. What a strange wall. There's gotta be something behind it. Maybe Meryl's back there. Hey, Phoebe. Yes? Can you break this wall down with your magic? I'm coming. But I can't do it. I'm just coming up here to explain in closer proximity that I can't. Whoa. I knew it, see? There might be other walls like this. I'm counting on you, Phoebe. If I call you on codec, will you tell me about my spells and how they work? Sure thing. I'll be your second. Sure. Alright. So it just leads to a treasure chest, not like a whole other room or anything. Okay, now we go to the center of the room. If we run behind the stairs, we can reach another hidden thing. It's fairly obvious. Oh, I guess either we just had a regular old encounter. I guess regular old encounters happen even if you don't hit the jets of icy wind or whatever they are. Hey, it's Flans. And they've attacked us from behind, which is really annoying. I guess back attack suggests we did get the thing that you're supposed to be able to avoid. Because you gotta waste a turn with everybody switching their rows around. They don't just all switch rows like they do in, I don't know if it's Final Fantasy V, or one of them, like, everyone just kind of switches rows. Like, the party leader just sort of gestures and everyone makes the switch. Well, I'm curious what these guys are carrying, but I'm pretty sure it's nothing impressive. I have a feeling that they might be really not impressed by physical attacks. Either carries ore, potion, same crap everyone has. Oh, that's a critical, so it's kind of hard to tell what damage would have done normally, but they don't seem to be in any way, shape, or form immune to physical. Like, Flan-type enemies in Final Fantasy sometimes are, like, not immune to physical, but very resistant to it. Like the gelatinous cubes of Dungeons and Dragons fame. I don't think Ald... and this is not me trying to call him out. I don't think Ald watches my Final Fantasy stuff, but if he does, this would be a nice time to find out. Are the gelatinous cubes and flans of Final Fantasy, is that a thing where there is some precedent in, like, mythology or fairy tales for a gelatinous type of monster? Or is Final Fantasy kind of stealing that monster type from Dungeons and Dragons? Because I feel like the first time I remember coming across anything like a big jelly-type monster that consumes you was a game, it was probably Castle of the Winds, actually, and that was stealing it straight from D&D. So I don't, like, D&D kind of just, like, wholesale steals stuff from mythology and Tolkien and makes a numbers-driven rule-based game around it, and then I feel like secondhand from D&D is the first place for any fantasy game to steal their monster ideas, and then sometimes they go straight to the source, which is mythology. But there are things in D&D that I think were completely invented by the creators of D&D, and were not previously, you know, some kind of mythological creature. The gelatinous cube might be one of them. Beholders are a famous D&D monster that I think is kind of an amalgam from various sources, but is kind of whatever. I'm talking about this too much. Let's move further into the caves here. Now we are in Icicle Field, which this guide calls Icicle Field, but clearly it's called Icicle Field. Alright, so avoid the jets. We can get a potion. There's a field icon that we can look at. We'll open a new path. We can get a Mage Masher, which would be a big deal if we didn't already get one from Cherokee Jack. Alright. I'm just reading it because I don't want to miss stuff, but at the same time, it's probably not the end of the world if we miss any of this. I'm trying to go this way. I think we may have taken the wrong path here anyway. Oh, there's some fun-looking enemy. A cave imp. I keep checking them. Like, no enemies at this point in the game are going to have anything except potions and maybe high potion. He's throwing sleeping juice around. On the already kind of devastated Vivi. Phoenix down. Oh, there's something I didn't think about. That's, I guess worth grabbing. Repeated headbutt slams. Alright, get up, Master Vivi. I hope sleep doesn't carry on from one battle to the next. Blizzard. Now you'll always be online to play, even if it's in single-player mode. Ha 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 ha. Because Blizzard. Whoa, that's an interesting noise. Ah! It's a parrot enemy. Alright, whatever. So, we got a Flan card for doing that. And it doesn't look like Vivi will continue to be asleep in the next battle. Huh, what's this? Whoa. We got an elixir. Alright, that's like the last treasure I was supposed to find here. So I didn't follow the game's recommended order, or the guide's recommended order, but we can probably still do this. I was hoping that would be the field icon that we were supposed to be looking for. Find this icon and think about it for a second. Whoa. Was that fire, or was that just us knocking it over? And had we not done that first, could we have gotten this? Yeah. I think if we'd done that first, we could never have gotten that valuable potion. Anyway, I think that's it for loot we can get here, so let's move on. Alright, we are now at the Upper Ice Path, or just Ice Path. These names are slightly different from what's in the FAQ. Oh, this nest is another ice path. Alright, take the right path. Tell you what, there's just a leather wrist here. It also says Phoenix down. Oh, this only lists... This doesn't always list all the items. This is a Phoenix down chest. If we don't get the leather wrist, it means we missed something. I'm trying to read ahead to see if we... I don't want to miss anything, but... take the left fork and examine the icebox on the pedestal. We might not be able to avoid doing that, actually. After all that reading, and this is just... It's just sitting here. Like, we can't not see it. Alright. These guys have deadly sleep potion. They're kind of fun looking enemies, though. Everything sneaks up on us around here. But they're basically like the weird imps outside, but with warm clothes, so that makes sense. I know he got put to sleep while he was in the back row. Oh, they put him into a trance by failing to make him sleep. He's got double black, which will just drain away our MPs, so... Oh, fuck. This is gonna take forever. We should probably have Garnet attacking our own party members to wake them up. Rusty knife. They can't hit him with that. He's in trance mode. Well, Rusty knife woke Steiner up. They may come to regret that. Apparently, everybody wakes up on their own after a while anyway. Because Zidane's back up, and neither enemy nor friend hit him. He just took a little quick nap. Alright. I think I've solved the puzzle here. There's a thing at the end of this path. Or not. Or we were just about to get an icon to interact with it, but we got jumped from behind before we could. No, we're actually facing the enemies this time. Let's get this over with. I mean, we weren't going to do anything fancy in that battle, so... Huh? What's this? Whoa. Every time I see that, I continue to be surprised. What a wrist. Wow. Apparently we already gave one to, Does he already know Beast Killer? Beast Killer, it's us against them. Alright, we'll give it to Vivi. Power him up a little bit, give him a little bit more fortitude. Testicular fortitude. Alright, and I guess it takes more time to go through an unnecessary encounter than it does to wait these things out. Alright, so we're on another ice path. Okay. Take the left fork and examine an ice block for an ATE. I don't want to miss the ATEs. Okay. Oh, there will be a Moogle very soon. Alright, so we want the left fork. Oh, yeah, this would have been a fairly obvious place to interact with something. Huh? What's this? Fifi, see if you can melt this guy. It'll be delicious. Whoa. Hot, hot, hot! Caliente! You bastards! Oh, I can move again. Thanks, Koopa. He's called us bastards. ATE event. Teach me, Mockster. Level 2. This one appears to be pretty unavoidable. I guess if I'd gone up the right path, I might never have encountered this, but I have a weird feeling something would have stopped me from progressing.
Hey, bro, what are you going to teach me today?
Lots of neat stuff. I'm going to give another interesting lecture today. Status effects. Squirrel refers to a character's condition. There are good status effects and bad status effects, so pay attention. We'll go over the bad status effects first. The following status effects go away when the battle is over. Confuse. Berserk. Stop. Poison goes away after battle? That's handy. And kind of unusual. Sleep. And ATV. Heat. The terrible burns cause KO if the character takes any action. Yeah, that one really threw me off the first time it showed up, because it takes a while before it shows up. You've had plenty of time to forget about this tutorial, then you're like, what the fuck? Freeze. The character becomes frozen and gets KO'd if physically attacked. That's another nasty one. Pretty sure we never get the ability to inflict those status on enemies. And Mini. The character shrinks, which reduces battle power and defense. Now, I'll discuss some very bad status effects that don't go away after the battle is over. These effects are displayed in the main menu. Very bad status effects. Petrify. Venom. HP and MP gradually decrease and the character cannot move. So they take poison and make like kind of a light poison and a super heavy poison. Virus. The character cannot gain EXP or AP after the battle because growth is stunted. That one... Like, if Virus meant you couldn't gain experience, but you could gain AP, it would actually have uses. As it is, it's just kind of nasty. It's not the end of the world. Like, if you're not earning any AP that you need for anything, and you're just trying to avoid leveling up until you again, grinding at the end game when you have the best gear that gives you level up bonuses to your core stats is what you want to do if you're trying to get, like, some kind of optimal build. Really, other than fighting Ozma, the game's ultimate optional super boss, there's not a lot of reason to do that, though. And Silence character cannot use magic. So Silence sticks around. I guess Blind sticks around, probably. Okay, Darkness. They use that instead of Blind. Trouble. The damage one character receives transfers to other characters as well. Yeah, that's a weird one. This game has some weird status effects that I don't remember being in other Final Fantasy games. Trouble is one of them. Freeze kind of makes sense. Heat is just like this weird random thing they do for this game. Zombie. Healing items and magic cause damage to the character. Also, as we learned earlier, it gets rid of your trance gauge. Alright, enough of the bad stuff. Let's talk about the good status effects. Auto life. Regen, haste, and float. Shell. Protect. None of these, I think, carry over from battle to battle. Vanish is an interesting one. The character vanishes and cannot be hit by physical attacks. The character reappears if hit by magic. And it doesn't say it. I think in other games, if you have Vanish... And Vanish does appear in other... Like, it's in FF... It's in Final Fantasy 3, which I'm supposed to be calling 6. But I think if you are in the Vanish status and you get hit with magic damage, it does extra damage. That's a thing that Vanish sometimes has as a side effect, but I don't know. Not always. Reflect. Some magic cannot be reflected. Like magic that's actually worth using for the most part. In addition to those, there are status effects known as Doom and Gradual Petrify. Squirrel and Squirrel, excuse me. Remember this, if all your party members incur Squirrel, 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 or Squirrel during battle, it's game over. Oh, if everybody gets Venom, it's game over? Venom means you don't... No, that's Virus. Venom means you can't act. Okay, never mind, yeah. Venom is a stop-type spell with added extra bad stuff, so it would make sense that if everybody gets that and nobody in your party can act, it should be game over. So yeah, if all your party members incur Squirrel, 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 or Squirrel during battle, it's Squirrel. Also, you won't receive XP or AP if you're still under squirrel, 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 or squirrel when the battle ends. Elemental properties. There are a total of 8 elemental properties. Fire, ice, thunder, earth, water, wind, holy, and shadow. That's, I mean... Sailor Venus, like the Sailor of Metal or something. Even though she didn't seem like she was that metal. I think these are like kind of like the Japanese traditional elements, but they're always a little different. I don't know why, but, well, the Sailor Scouts are obviously the go-to for how elements work. And they had, I guess Moon was kind of vaguely represented holy or light or whatever, but basically they were water, fire, lightning, and then I guess Venus was metal. I guess that could have been earth. Wind was also caught up with Jupiter and lightning somehow, some way. Ice and water, I guess, were together. Applying these elemental properties to your attacks and defense makes battles a lot easier. But your enemies can take advantage of them as well, so watch out. To apply them, you have to understand their natures. Alright, fire works against ice and the undead. Ice works against insects, large enemies, and fire and dragon type monsters. Thunder works against enemies near water. I think this is all bullshit. I think you have to look up individual enemies to know what they're weak against. Earth is ineffective against flying monsters. There's nothing about what it's effective against. Water works against fire monsters. Wind works against flying monsters. Holy works against shadow monsters. And shadow works against holy monsters. Of which there aren't that many, if I recall. There is also a squirrel property, which is not affected by any elemental property. Did all that sink in? It's easy once you get the hang of it. Card game. The official name of Squirrel is Squirrel. Many people all over the world play Tetramaster. The only way to find out who plays is by challenging them. Also, in this HD remaster, a little card icon will appear over their head. Tetramaster players never back down from a challenge. Challenge people walk up to them and press square. If you challenge a person who isn't a player, he or she will probably just talk to you. Okay, here's some basic rules. Oh boy. Select 5 cards. I don't care about this. We already got the tutorial from the guy. Tetramaster has other rules, but I won't get at them right now. Whatever. Gosh, bro, you sure know a lot. Yeah, I know. I'm just that awesome. Can I help you, Kupo? Hey, you gotta deliver a letter to Gummo for me, Kupo. Oh, Gummo, he's the Marx brother who never appeared in any of the films. There actually is Gummo Marx, you can look it up. Thanks, Kupo. I think Gummo Marx did perform on stage with the Marx brothers. He just never... He left the act before they made it to films. And Zeppo, of course, was the youngest of the Marx brothers and wasn't part of their initial stage performance and ended up playing the straight man. Legend has it Zeppo Marx is a really funny guy in real life. He just got stuck playing the least comical part on stage because his older brothers were already more established performers. Can't imagine being a little brother. It must totally suck. I want mail, Kupo. Alright, we'll throw down a save. I think I'm about to load a game again. A game where we have already gone through this and may or may not be slightly more powerful. But honestly, we're doing okay right now. Like, there's probably not much point in that. Let's see. Oh no, actually, I don't have anything to load here. I did one right before entering the ice cavern. And then we don't have another one until the thing after the ice cavern, so we can proceed. Maybe I can even finish off the ice cavern. So we've got something that we want to... Well, we've got 2 things to steal from the next boss. Oh no, the next thing is actually fairly involved. I was saying last time that I should have quit, and I got dragged further along. Might not be a terrible idea to end this one a little early, because the next video is going to involve a fairly big storyline battle. Ish. Probably still won't take that long, but yeah, if I do it now, I'm going to get dragged into more video than I meant to do. Oh, a friendly creature moo will appear. We fought enemy moos before, but there's a friendly moo. There's various side quests that span the length of the game, and one of them is to encounter friendly creatures. So, well, we don't have to worry about that right now. What we do have to worry about is calling it a video, and I'm really worried about that. When we come back next time, guys, yeah, the dungeons to this game seem to be fairly short so far, but when you navigate through 4 or 5 screens or more, and you find a save point, that pretty much means that the next room you're going into has a boss. And we'll be encountering that boss next time. See you then, guys.